Battle of the Sexes, Shopping Carts, a Group 6 presentation on using the chi-square test for independence with two proportions. For this project, we conducted a hypothesis test for the equality of two proportions. We used a chi-squared test in SPSS. We wanted to see if one gender tended to return their shopping carts more than the other. To test this, we used the research question, is there a difference in the proportion of men who return their shopping carts and the proportion of women who return their shopping carts? Our null and alternative hypotheses are as follows. Proportion 1 equals proportion 2, or proportion 1 does not equal proportion 2. Note, in all chi-square tests, the alternate hypothesis will always be two-sided, or simply not equal. We chose to collect our data in a Walmart parking lot in downtown Salt Lake City from 3:30 to 4 p.m. The Walmart was in a lower-class, lower economic area of Salt Lake. After gathering the data, we entered it into SPSS. As the pie chart shows, out of 37 females, 54% of them returned their shopping carts, and out of 35 males, 60% of them returned their shopping carts. When using the chi-square test, it is important to enter the data into SPSS in the same way as shown on the slide, with the variables listed as columns. It's also important to weigh the cases by count so that SPSS under Analyze Descriptive Statistics. After weighing the cases, we were able to conduct the chi-square gender under rows and SPSS under columns. From this window, we selected Statistics and checked the chi-square box. When we went to SPSS, our test statistic, found under Pearson's chi-square/value, is 0.259. There is 1 degree of freedom since this is a probability test, and our p-value, found under asymptotic significance two-sided, is 0.611. We used a 0.05 level of significance, and our p-value is 0.611. 0.611 is greater than 0.05, or in other words, p-value is greater than alpha. Therefore, we fail to reject the null hypothesis. There is insufficient evidence to suggest that one gender is more likely to return their shopping carts than another. It appears that shopping cart returning is not linked to gender. This is only slightly surprising. We assumed females might be slightly more inclined to return their carts than males. However, most people probably make a decision to return their shopping cart or not return their shopping cart based on convenience. Most of the time, you are not going to witness someone leaving their shopping cart if there is a receptacle close by. We did learn not to judge based on appearances. While data collecting, we started to make assumptions about who would return a shopping cart and who wouldn't. Often, we were wrong. If we were to redo this experiment, we'd test to see if income level influenced the return of shopping carts. We'd do this by picking a store in a low-income area and comparing it with a store in a high-income area.